True indeed, true indeed, true indeed. Boom, boom, boom. PrimoJAB, how are you?
Shit, man, I'm good, man. Good.
Word.
Yeah,
We
fight
we back in
crazy
the building.
babies, man.
Oh yeah. Babies are the
Yeah.
best, man. That's what's
Babies
up, man.
they the best. They a gift and a curse, man. You know what I mean? No, they only a gift. He only a gift. He just make you want to, you know?
Make you
Yeah.
want to curse. Yeah,
Exactly.
make you want to curse.
Exactly.
I got a girl, so I never got peed on. So
Oh, you missing, man? I get baptized almost every other day.
I'm good.
I think that's what he does to show me that he really cares about me.
You are now listening to the Abyss Podcast with Karl the White Monk, PrimoJAB, and Lukey Cage. Hip hop on a higher form. Going further down pause, further down pause, further down pause. Tap in.
All right,
Karl,
just so we don't
here we
miss
go.
anything, I'm starting that. Lukey, get your side audio going.
Yep, I did it.
You're the man.
Yeah. I finally got it right, huh? That's what's up, yo. Boom, I'm gonna go ahead and kick this shit off, yo. Boom, episode 82 of the motherfucking The Bitch Podcast.
83.
3, bro.
My
3.
bad. I can't count. I ain't good with numbers. I went to public school. I ain't drop out though. I graduated that bitch. Hell, 7 years. I'm joking. Anyway, episode 83 of the motherfucking The Bitch Podcast is crazy.
Yeah.
Karl is sick. He's good. He don't got COVID or bovid. If you're blood or a crip, he don't got bovid or COVID. So boom, he's good. He just sick. He's there right there. He's there. Boom,
I'm here.
boom, boom.
I'm here.
Yeah. We have a very special guest in the building, know what I'm saying? And we have a guest host in the building. If y'all familiar with New York Giants, know what I'm saying? That's produced by my man Robert De Niro with the zero. Know what I'm saying? Rob, how are you, my guy?
Yeah.
Good. How about y'all, man?
We good, man. We're glad to
Real
have you on
good.
this joint, yo. We got a very special guest host on here. We got Rim back in the building, yo.
Back in the mix.
Right.
True indeed. Boom, boom, boom.
Yo.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah, man. Hey, yo, Rob, man, I was talking earlier, man. I listened to your instrumental album, Sony, correct?
Which one?
Sonny or Sony?
Yeah,
Sony Carson.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
right?
No, like Sonny Corleone.
Oh, really? All right, boom. Italian,
Yeah,
right?
man.
Boom, boom. I say Sonny Carson. Yeah, you remember the Education of Sonny Carson? I
Of
put
course.
trademarks
That's
on
my
it.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Classic.
I think everybody was kind of like on that shit. I'm saying, but boom,
Yeah.
you have a beat called Untitled, yo, where the
Mhm.
drums are just like crazy, man.
Yeah.
Word. So you went in there and attacked that shit. Were you playing on live or you programmed them bad boys?
Program. If it's the beat that I'm thinking of, I mean, there's so many, but if it's the beat I'm thinking of, I program that one.
True indeed. You play live too on the joint?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. I mean, it's not something I do a lot of, but I can.
True indeed. Boom, boom, boom. PrimoJAB, how are you?
Shit, man, I'm good, man. Good.
Word.
Yeah,
We
fight
we back in
crazy
the building.
babies, man.
Oh yeah. Babies are the
Yeah.
best, man. That's what's
Babies
up, man.
they the best. They a gift and a curse, man. You know what I mean? No, they only a gift. He only a gift. He just make you want to, you know?
Make you
Yeah.
want to curse. Yeah,
Exactly.
make you want to curse.
Exactly.
I got a girl, so I never got peed on. So yeah,
Oh, you missing, man? I get baptized almost every other day.
I'm good.
I think that's what he does to show me that he really cares about me. You know, something it must be.
Word. Boom, boom, boom. Rob DeNiro, though, man. We got a Black Ham Music Group out of Arizona. You from Arizona, my guy?
Yes, sir.
Born and raised, huh?
Yeah.
Word, man. That's great. Maze Overlay out there. Who else out there in Arizona?
We got T. Call. Y'all probably.
Yeah, T. That's my man.
Who he is.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, as far as the boom bap scene, that's pretty much it. Myself, T, Maze,
Your brother,
my
Bishop.
brother Bishop, right?
Yeah.
So we're trying to make our way.
So
Where are
we
you
did, yo.
from? Hold on. You from Arizona?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Oh shit, bro! I did not know that. Especially
Yeah.
with the cover and you know what I mean. I thought you was from. I ain't truthfully, I ain't know where you was from, but I ain't know you was from Arizona, my nigga. That's what's up, though. Your sound is very unique.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Don't
it.
think,
From Arizona.
yeah, you don't think that you're gonna hear that out of Arizona. When I heard Teak for the first
Yeah.
time, I was like, this dude is not from Arizona. Maze Overlay don't sound like he's from Arizona. You know what I'm saying? But what you supposed to
no.
sound like?
Oh no, I was about to say Maze definitely do. You know what I mean? Because he rep Arizona. He say Arizona
But
as
you
much
like-
as he
I
can. He
gotta
say
tap
Phoenix.
I gotta tap in. I don't know these dudes.
Well,
Teak is actually
fire.
from Detroit. Teak is actually from Detroit. He's not from here.
Okay.
Boom. So how do you I mean, what are your influences to get this style of music? Because it's it's not, you would think you from like freaking up top, like New York,
so that's
maybe Detroit, the Bronx, not Arizona, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I did think you was from the Bronx, my nigga. I ain't even gonna hold you. Yeah, I thought you was from the Bronx, bro. That ass.
He from Maricopa County, yo. Word? You from Maricopa?
Yeah, Maricopa.
Get the fuck out of here. For
you
real?
got it. Nailed it.
Man, look, he knows something, man. Go ahead, give him an award.
Hey, yo, boom, I know that because
influences. Influences, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, I listen to a lot of West Coast music. That's where I started with like Ice Cube, you know, Snoop and shit like that. But later on, it started to become like I was real into Busta Rhymes and shit. And like in the mid '90s, Flip Mode Squad, Wu-Tang Clan. You know, I got into that type of stuff. Nas. I'd probably say the biggest influence for me was Ninth Wonder. So we played all his tapes nonstop, you know, especially since he was using Fruity Loops in the same program that we were using to make his beats. That was just a huge influence on us, you know, early 2000s. So.
Wow, man. I did not know that Ninth Wonder was using Fruity Loops.
Yeah,
I was like, how can that sound like that?
Yeah, that's how he started.
True indeed. To this day, whenever I was like a real purist. If you didn't have a machine or equipment, I was like, man, you suck. But then when Ninth Wonder came around, they said, yo, he does Fruity Loops. My homies was dissing him, but then we listened to the music, heard like Crooklyn Dodgers, and some other shit. Super Love and some other stuff by Jean Grey. We was like, yo, this nigga ain't using Fruit Loop. He lying. Like, he gotta be lying. Then we saw on YouTube, that's when social media, it was MySpace, I think. He really using Fruity Loops. So you can do a lot of stuff with that. Like I'm saying, so
it's like one of those things, if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. Doesn't matter what you use, you know. So
true indeed. Yeah, you get to point A to point B, it sounds good.
Exactly.
I'd almost say that regardless of what you use, if you have talent, you can pretty much make great music out of anything.
Yeah, it's gonna come through if you got the talent. So,
indeed. When you start making beats, man?
I started when I was 17, so that would be about 20 years now.
Right. Yeah. You've been doing it for a while, Paul.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah. So have you transcended to different things? You started out with the Fruity Loops and you went to something else, or you just stick with what you good at?
No, I use the machine now. Mostly I use the machine MK2 now.
Okay.
I still do. I integrate it with Fruity Loops, so you can use the machine and Fruity Loops at the same time. So I use both.
So indeed. So you just use that machine, or you use other machines? I like to hear the weapons of war. Like some people got the Octo Track or the Roland 89,617 or some shit. Like I
mean, I got a couple keyboards here because I can play the keys too.
Oh, word.
You know what I mean? So I use the keyboard sometimes. You know, it just depends on what I'm trying to make, really, because certain things are good for certain sounds, you know what I mean? So
true indeed. You could take an ad and all that good shit, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How do you feel about horns?
About horns?
Yeah, B, because I don't be hearing a lot of niggas with putting horns in their beats no more. And that's the shit I be needing, man. Like, so I just want to know from a producer, because I don't know if it's something against horns, the producer's guy, but I never hear a lot of horns or like saxophones or, you know what I mean? Like that jazzy feel no more to beats. Like it's always this fucking slow, demonic, fucking Dungeon and Dragon type shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. I like them shit too. but I need something to bounce around to sometime. You know what I mean? Like, how you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I fuck with horns, bro. I mean,
you do? Okay.
I'm all about instruments. You know, that's how I got my start. Is, you know, before I ever fucked with any beats, I was fucking with pianos, guitars, shit like that.
Okay.
And so, whenever I can incorporate instrumentation into what I do, I like to do it.
Instrumentation.
You know, so I fucks with the horns, bro. You know, Coltrane. You know.
Well, you got my email. I need some of those.
I got you, bro. It's work.
Yo, I'm not really serious when I say this. What about cowbell? Remember when they put the cow?
More cowbell.
More cowbell.
Do you gonna throw some cowbell on there?
The game definitely needs more cowbell.
What? That's that New Orleans bounce music, right? They got not mad cowbell on that shit. Yeah. Right. What's the Big Bertha? What's the girl that's not really a girl?
Big Frida.
That dress up.
Talking about Big Frida.
Big Frida. Yeah. Guaranteed she got cowbells, or he got cowbells in his beats. Word. Yeah. I don't know what to say, but yeah, Big Frida is a legend out there. She definitely got the bounce music going on out there, yo. She do. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how we ended up there. Yeah, man. Let me dig in, man. While Lukey over there intoxicated off the Mike's Hard Lemonade got him thinking about Big Frida.
Anyway, gotta talk about Frida.
I'm dehydrated. This is my how many?
I know that's not how you should hydrate yourself, my brother.
How many I drank these right now? This is my I drank.
Yeah. Too many apparently. Goddamn it, too many.
They got water in it though, right?
Nah, man, that is high fructose and alcohol at the same time.
Right, red number 30, all that shit. But go ahead, Primo,
exactly, that got all that. But no, man, no. Like so for those of y'all who don't know, I mean, the reason why I really wanted to have Rob join us here, man, is because like back at the beginning, again, I say the beginning, but I don't really mean the beginning. But let's say the infancy again of this Renaissance era. Rob De Niro's name. You were one of the producers that was really there in the middle of the mix, man.
True indeed.
Black Angel, Carleon. You know, that's all you
Ice
fully
Lord.
produced. Ice Lord work. Like, how did you get in contact with people that were in Cleveland at that point? And just in the underground in general, I mean, were you a SoundCloud dude? Were you Bandcamp? How was your I guess the way that you connected with everybody so that you could start providing these soundtracks for people?
Yeah, I just I started off on SoundCloud as far as putting my music out there, and I think after a year I had like 30,000 views on SoundCloud. So I was like, okay, I got something, you know what I mean? And I don't remember how I got on Instagram, just a whim one day, just decided to download it and put out an instrumental tape called the Maryland album. And so from there, I think that was December of 2017. I put that first one out. And then I put out probably 3 or 4 more after that every month. So December, the following January, February, that's where the Sunny tape came from.
Yeah, Sunny, yeah.
From there, I just started building my following. And it was just how I ran into Ice Lord was just, you know, chance. He heard a couple of my beats. I heard a couple of his things, and he had commented on something one day. And he DM'd me, I think it was, and we just connected. And I mean, as far as the album is concerned, I sent him 8 beats. Like, he liked all of them, and he recorded all of them in a weekend. And
what? That's Ice Lord for you.
Yeah, so
Ice Lord for you.
And that probably happens to be probably my best project. And it's just crazy how shit like that comes together, you know?
Yeah.
And after that, you know, it was just like a snowball going downhill, you know, just more and more people contacted me to do fully produced projects and shit like that. And so, and you know, for me at that point, I mean, when I got onto Instagram, I had already been producing for 15 years. And so nobody had heard any of my shit except my family, Bishop, my homeboy Adrian. And so I just had all these fucking beats just stored up, just sitting there. And so once it was time to go, it was time to go. I mean, it was, I don't know. It just happened.
Kicked it right off.
Yeah.
Yeah. You was hoarding beats, huh?
Pretty much.
I think I remember when I was just getting on Instagram also, that you were definitely one of the people. I think I've been following you since 2018 or so. You know what I mean? Exactly. Just through that whole era, just because it was like, yeah, you know, somebody making this sound, and it was just, you know, it was pure. It was that dope, just that grime that you were like, oh, you know, like, what is this? And it just hit. For you to say that Black Angel, that's like, do you feel like that's your personal favorite or
special?
I mean, yeah, is it just special to you? Thank you, Lukey, or what? I mean, because it's hard to rank your babies like that. I'm sure it has to be.
Yeah, I mean, for the first 2 or 3 years that I was on the scene, you know, after I put that out, every time somebody would hit me up, they would say,
off of that.
I want some Black Angel type, some Ice Lord type. So I think the people decided that, and I think that's probably my best pack I've ever sent to anyone. And so, and then the way Ice Lord came off, I mean, if you've heard the project, it's just a special project. And so, I mean, I got some stuff that I really love of my own, but I mean, you just got to go with what the people say. I mean, they say it's the best that I have. So and it happens to be the first. And that's how it works sometimes, right? Reasonable doubt, not Illmatic. That's how it is, you know. So
you always gonna love them, babe. The firstborns first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the first one that popped out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True indeed. I can definitely understand that and see that. And a lot of people like covered that vinyl as well. You know what I'm saying? So boom. I'm pretty sure on Discogs is going for above retail price. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. No, that was a signature piece. Absolutely, man. That Black Angel, that's one of them ones, man. Like, again, that was coming at an era where it wasn't too many people that were making this sound again, right? Yeah. Ice Lord being one of them. I mean, obviously Griselda and them. Who else? Sully Nomad, you know, random people like that. This was the beginning of that kind of, I think, like the DIY is the best way to put it. You know what I mean? A bunch of people that were really just putting things out.
Yeah. Smooth.
Oh yeah, Smooth.
Smooth. Like we be forgetting about Smooth Calhoun, yo.
Yeah, we can't forget about Buddy. Good call.
Huss was one of the first guys out there that was really
the guy Fahim.
Yeah. But
you know, this was
Huss
his
was one of the
infancy.
First niggas. Yeah. I think Huss is one of the first niggas that Huss always been been out there like doing it. I remember he got a beat by Rock Marciano. I was like, oh shit. That's pretty cool, yo. Boom, 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 boom.
Willie the Kid was out there too.
Definitely. Yeah, with the affiliates. I saw him open up for Wu-Tang.
Yeah, Willie, that's another one.
Willie been around since Lakey the Kid and all that.
Thank you.
Willie been around since.
He been a while. He been in the game.
Willie been in the game. He just reemerged. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he reemerged, but it's just the scene was back to where it was a lane. You know what I mean? That's why Ransom came back. Ransom wasn't going to come back if it wasn't a lane. It was a lane. You know what I mean? You see what happened with Lloyd Banks. It was a lane. It was a lane again. You know what I mean? Like,
true indeed.
I ain't going to lie. Yeah, this whole it's got to thank Griselda. You know what I'm saying? They opened it up. You know what I mean? Niggas was over here shake dancing, man.
Facts. You know, and honestly, I'd say you asked me earlier, how did I connect with a lot of people? I think when I first got on Instagram, I think the first person I had heard of was Lee Lord. And
there you go. Yep.
And God Bless Beats. Shout out.
Shout out. God bless.
Shout out. God bless. Beat. I made that nigga bleed his own blood. Real shit.
So
revenge coming, Lukey.
Yeah, right. Tell that nigga to eat his Wheaties. My bad. Eat your Wheaties. God bless Beats. Go ahead.
No, I started following them, and then people started following me, and I guess that's how. I guess that's how this whole thing works. You follow people, they follow you, whatever. So
yeah, definitely. Yo, Rob. Also, okay, this lane is providing, I guess, older rappers a way to rap again.
Yeah.
Which rappers do you think or you would like to for them to come down here with us?
Oh, great question, Lukey. Yeah, good question.
No, not parlay with us. Parlay with you.
Shit, I mean, I fuck with what Hit Boy and Nas do, but I think that Nas would sound really good on some of the beats that are coming out of our circle.
Absolutely.
You know,
I don't like that Hit Boy Nas shit, bro. I can't front. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
how the kids say, mid.
Right, mid. Right. I mean, what would Nas sound like on a V-Don beat? You know,
holy shit.
You know, something like that. You know, what I'd like to see. Jada Kiss, obviously, you know, people like that. I like to see them reach down to some of the talent that's here, because I think as far as what I like to listen to, you know, I mean, the best talent is right here in this circle.
True indeed. I don't like a lot of Jadakiss beats either. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely like Then once again we talked about Swizz Beatz and how it was, what was it called? PrimoJAB? What do you call it was?
What, the Jiggy era?
Yeah, it was Jiggy. It was
Please
Jiggy.
Don't get into that again.
Yeah.
True
I mean, Swizz Beatz, you know, he was definitely one of the people who I feel came in and made their sound known with a bunch of sounds and noises as opposed to actual beats. His beats were made out of just like a bunch of, you know, a collection of blips and blops and weird sounds. You know,
he played the name. He played the name game. You know what I'm saying? It's about who you know, man. You get fucking. If I get Lil Wayne to rap on some pans, nigga, that shit gonna go fat.
Think about C.I. Bring It Out. That's just a bunch of whistles and
cowbell. There you go, cowbell.
Cowbell, the cowbell.
There you go, cowbell.
Full circle. Cowbell.
Yeah, he did have a cowbell on there. Swizz Beatz has the same beat for like 3 different songs. I'm like, yo, how he getting away with this? Word.
You know what? But hey, that's a talent though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't do that shit.
No.
Can I do that? All right, I can't do that. I can't do it, but he put that shit together. So, you know what? Shout out to Swizz Beatz, because that's a talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be mad at it. It's some bullshit, but fuck it. It's a talent though.
Hey, you know I got a question. All right, so there you go with that. Here we go. I got a question. I got a question.
There we go.
So, do we feel like there's a lot of people that we all listened to and came up on that kind of got away with putting out some huff, some garbage, just because of the simple fact that they had the means to get to market, as opposed to now, you know, anybody can purchase a computer, can get down and start making beats. The level of entry is so much lower that anybody can do their DIY stuff now, right? But I mean, like during the 80s, 90s, all the way up to probably like 2005, let's say, it was really prohibitive, right? So anybody that was out, it was like, oh wow, yeah, I gotta listen to them. So I think maybe did we allow a lot of trash motherfuckers to have passes and survive?
The last pass that we gave was Jules Santana when he wrote that hook. Okay. Y'all can't fuck with me. Then he said, what? Okay. He said, no way. He said, okay again. He wrote all that down on a piece of paper. You know what? I love that shit.
Wow.
I love Dipset. Can't front.
I mean, who doesn't love the Dips? I mean, the dips are the dips, you know? Yeah, I think you hit it dead on the head, though, man. I mean, I feel like, yeah, they're a part of, maybe some of them just got a pass, man. Some people got a pass because there just wasn't enough stuff out. Like now
you have a lot of stuff.
Now you can find what you want and be like, oh yeah, this is great. All these people have been putting in work. Oh, this is dope. You know what I mean? And you don't have to like just let somebody go because this is the record that came out this week. I guess I gotta listen.
Yeah,
so indeed. When you go ahead, Rob. Go ahead, Rob.
No, I was just gonna say I think Kanye is a good example of that. I mean,
ooh, really?
I mean,
here we go, spicy. Let's go.
He's so fucking big that no matter what he comes out with, people gonna eat it. He's gonna have a certain group of people, millions of people that'll consume it regardless.
Stand Up is trash.
Jesus,
for example.
So.
Yeah.
One good song on Yeezus, Bound, and that was Jamaican. That nigga said Jamaican.
I think. Wait, I think you guys are forgetting one main component: is most people have trash taste. And so
that too.
They're a select group of people, and that's why we're probably not as big an audience as we should be for the quality of music that comes out of this lane. It's because there are a lot of people that listen to Tekashi 6ix9ine. There are people that listen to Taylor Swift and bland bullshit, and they love it. They consume it because it's easy and they don't have to think about shit, and that's fine for them. But there's a group of us with taste, and we're going to be the ones that go, you're going to say, okay, how many times? What?
Music snobs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. Connoisseurs. Let me say that. Connoisseurs. People who actually are sifting through this and want the music to touch them, pause, in a different way.
Thank you, PrimoJAB.
You know, I threw that in. I've been around long enough. I know when to put it in. Pause.
Yeah. Yo, so like, boy, yeah. And by the way, everybody, before I continue the interview, I pause everything because I'm not homophobic no more. Shout out to all the homos out there. You got to say no homo or it's homo. Anyway, good word. I Gay Chris. Shout out to Gay Chris on my basketball team. I never seen a nigga dunk hard like that nigga in real life. That nigga dunks so hard, man. And he dunking niggas too. Brought a different nigga to the game every week, yo. I'm like, man, this nigga's a hoe. A whole nigga.
Right, Lukey.
That shit wild, man. It's hard to find niggas that are 6'9", 6'10" with bunnies that run the court and throw that shit up. Yeah. Word. Shout out to Fisk University, man. Word. Boom, that shit wild. Anyway.
Fisk?
You went to Fisk. Fisk.
I thought
you said fist. I'm about to say, damn, the whole shit.
They got a university for that shit? Damn.
See, it was only a matter of time, you know what I mean? It was only a matter of time.
Well, I live in Atlanta, man, where the players play. We buy them things, pause, like every day. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, anyway, let's continue this interview. Okay, you said Kanye, people just eat up their fucking...
the strength.
Yeah. Now we have this new wave, you know what I'm saying? Where everybody will eat up what the Umbrella puts out there. They want to get every vinyl from the Umbrella, every release, every back issue. You know what I'm saying? Like comic books. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. How did you get involved with the Umbrella? When did you link up with Pat Riley Pro?
Absolutely.
Shit. I linked up with Pro probably about 3 or 4 years ago. Again, just on a whim, he happened to, I think he followed me at one point, and I don't remember exactly how it came together, but he reached out. He rapped on one of my beats online or whatever, and from there we just connected. And when the Umbrella thing came around, he had introduced Snotty to me. And, at that point, Snotty, right? Shout out to Snot. At that point, I had Black Hand Music Group going with my own kind of group and stuff. And so he said he had this idea about the Umbrella where it'd basically be a networking type of thing. And he wanted to bring my conglomerate over to what he had going on. And that was at the very beginning when it was just an idea.
Absolutely.
And so I did that. I mean, you know, I said, absolutely, you know, Pro is super fucking talented. I mean, you guys know.
He's inspirational, kind of, sort of. He gives like pep talk.
He's a solid dude.
Hey, I'm glad you even said that, because definitely when I think about the umbrella, you're one of the names. Absolutely, you one of the main line pushers of the umbrella, I think. And just before we even go any further, man, This Heart.
Appreciate it.
That's that's one of them ones.
That's actually the joint that he rapped on.
Shit!
Well, there we go. See,
off the Too Foul.
When we first met, he happened to. I don't know how he got the beat. I don't know how he got it, but he ended up getting it, and he was just rapping on his couch with a beer and shit. I was like, fuck. He put it online. I was like, damn, this nigga's fucking nice.
No, that's it. That has that energy. Exactly. That's what it's about. I think there's a lot of just unapologetic passion that Pro puts into everything that he does. So, and that was the perfect beat for it, man. I could have figured, that y'all probably sat and made that together. To hear that's how it started off, man. That blows my mind. That's dope. That was meant to be.
Yeah, the thing I love about Pro is, I mean, he's a grimy dude and stuff, but the thing about Pro is he's the type that kind of like breathes confidence in you. And I'm not a super like talkative person, or I'm like a behind the scenes type of person, and Pro was always that guy. I was like, yo, can't nobody fuck with you. Can't nobody fuck with you. Like, just always breathing that confidence into me, even when I just first met him. And so at this point, I mean, that's like a brother to me. A brother I've never met. And most of the time we fuck with each other. It's not about music. It's, about life, about what's going on with his family, what's going on with my family. So that's really my brother, man. I love that nigga.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I love the fact that all the brothers speak so highly of each other like that, and it doesn't really focus on the music all the way. It's like, yeah, we do great music together. We have that bond, but it always goes back to, no, we genuinely fuck with each other, and we know about each other's lives. We know about each other's kids, or whatever the case is. Like that's what makes y'all just a dope ass phenomenon right now, because that's pretty much what it is, man. It's its own era. The umbrella has started to rise over the past, I guess, since pretty much since Pro came on here and said it was about to happen about a year ago. It's been on and cracking.
One of our first guests, yo. So boom.
I do believe there's a clip circulating where we were talking about that, episode 4.
Damn, was it episode 4? Wow. So almost 80 episodes ago, Pro came on.
Goddamn.
Coach Pro Riley came on prophetically and said, yo, I got this thing. Watch, mark my words. It's about to be over. And sure enough, man, y'all been putting in pain.
They all good people, man. They all good brothers. I mean, shit is easy when they're talented and they're good people. So, I mean, it just works. So.
True indeed. Another reason why I thought you was from New York, because you got the album called 3 a.m. in Brooklyn, correct?
Yeah.
Like, boy, I was like, look at, see,
right.
It was like, but I didn't think you was from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
From the Bronx.
But 3 a.m. You got the song called New York Giants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A couple questions. How you name it New York Giants? Oh, Rim is on that song as well. That's why I brought it up. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Yeah, you got Sky Zoo on the album. It's a pretty solid project. You got a lot of big names. Explain how that came about. You know what I'm saying? Explain how you got the title for this shit. Yeah, that's a good dude right there, yo. That's a good dude. Yeah, he cool.
Yeah, so how that came
okay.
Yeah. How that came about was I found this picture online. There was this guy that followed me, and he took a picture of a kind of an abandoned car in front of a bodega. And I seen the picture and I was just like, wow, that's a fucking dope photo. That'd be dope for an album. So I reached out to him and I asked, could I use it? And so he said, yes. And from there, I said, I want to do something different for this album. I want to have the fans choose what the name of the album is going to be. And also based off the picture. And then also like what artist should be on the album. And so I put the picture out there. A whole bunch of people voted on different names. I can't remember the guy's name that came up with 3 a.m. in Brooklyn, but sorry, respectfully, I can't remember his name. But he came up with 3 a.m. in Brooklyn. I thought that it sound dope. And from there, I said, okay, 3 a.m. in Brooklyn. Who do we think should be on the album? And preferably Brooklyn artists. Rem's name came up. A whole bunch of other Brooklyn artists came up. I tried to get as many as I could. And then sprinkled in some people that I fuck with and people that I know. So Pro Dillinger, Mickey Diamond's on that album. And a bunch of different artists that I've dealt with in the past, as well as the staple Brooklyn guys, Sky Zoo, Rusty Jux. So
Jux, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. The people spoke for you. You know what I'm saying? That's dope.
Exactly.
It's a dope concept.
Basically built it from fan opinion. So
indeed. And it does got the New York sound, yo. Like, yeah. So the Bronx has adopted you, huh?
XBX word.
Yo.
Yeah. My homie said I'm from East New York. He saw name Knowledge Born. He said, yo, you from where you say I'm from? The Pink Houses in Cypress Hill. That's where he say I'm from. He said that's why
you do act so like mean. A pink house nigga though.
Man, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm really
you do act like a pink house nigga.
I'm really unruly to a degree where I ain't gonna get shot. How about that? I always know when to stop. When niggas are really gonna like try to fuck me up. I don't want to be 6'9" in the bathroom. Know what I mean?
Damn. Hey man,
I had to say something.
Karma's a bitch, bro. But that's enough about that. He gets no. He'll be all right. He just got a couple bruises. He'll be all right.
Stuart Little. Continue, PrimoJAB. Go. My bad.
No. I was gonna say before we get too far into that. Again, major shout out Rusty Jux, Sky Zoo, my man Rem, who happened to be out here guest hosting with us right now. Because again, like y'all three particularly. There's some others that we can throw into that mix, but y'all three particularly were people that were holding the flag for this sound during the quote unquote the dark ages, right? When it wasn't this prolific gathering of MCs and producers and everything. It was just certain names of people that was still working and still putting things out. Sean Price, obviously, Prodigy, people who ain't with us no more that were pushing the line and keeping that sound alive. Currency, who's still here, Like there's Action Bronson, like there's certain people that were just doing that. Willie the Kid, another one. Rock Marcy, but I feel like Rock really didn't come into his prime until like 2017, 18 ish. You know what I mean?
Y'all know why that happened. Sean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the remix.
See, there you go.
The Snow remix.
I like Mossberg. I like the Mossberg and Snow remix, right?
Yeah, he did the Snow remix, and then everybody gravitated towards that. And it's like, oh shit, this nigga's nice.
Yeah. See, exactly. See, I'm one of the people that everybody like tries to go that era Rock Marcy. I really don't. I don't feel the same way. Respectfully, I'm not trying to diss him ever because I think Buddy is dope as shit. But I feel like, again, he really didn't catch his stride till that
Rosebud's Revenge.
Rosebud, yeah, but really, behold a dark horse.
Oh man,
you know what I mean?
Man,
behold a dark horse. That's the first class. That's the first classic one.
Rob De Niro. Karl, don't listen to this man. He think Rock Marciano. He think Rock the Jiggy era.
No, stop it.
Reloaded. That's his best album to me.
Look, Reloaded was fire.
I don't know.
Reloaded had. That's what I'm saying. There's a bunch of. He had a bunch of like. See, because I don't want to come across like he didn't make nothing good till then, but I'm just saying like that he was in that rarefied. To me personally, that's when I was really like, oh shit, Rock Marcy going crazy off of Behold a Pale Horse. Now he had one or two, for example, on Reloaded and Rosebud's Revenge. Yeah, there was one or two.
Two was fucking.
Rosebud, definitely.
Yeah,
but behold a pale horse or behold a dark horse. Come on, man. Rock was,
and if you bought the album, you got
Rock was
Trojan
going
Horse
crazy.
With it. You know what I'm saying? You got Trojan Horse with it with Busta Rhymes. You ain't buy that shit. That shit is not on Spotify. Or niggas don't even know that song even exists. It's like, yo, Trojan Horse, my favorite song on the album. They'd be like, Trojan Horse, that's on the album? Like, yeah, I bought that shit.
That other joint that I think Q-Tip produced too. There's another hidden Q-Tip joint. Maybe that's the one.
It's on there. It's on there. But I to Rim's point, I never really thought about that. Yeah, like that's when he like boom out this world. I was listening before. Cause Huss. That's why I was listening to Rock.
Yeah.
Huss
and Smooth. Huss and Smooth was been out there too. Like they been out there.
Yeah, I met Huss out here in Atlanta. He was living in Atlanta with what's my man's name? Rosewood. That was the connection.
Go.
Rosewood, Huss Kingpin, Mock Hami. They was all down here at that show with Great Scott. I'll tell you, PrimoJAB was at that show as well. Mock Hami opened for Ante Meridian, Rosewood.
I performed at that show.
That is crazy.
It was A3C. It was A3C one year.
That is crazy. It's before everybody was everybody. And that's a crazy ass show.
Yep.
15 years ago.
But that's what I feel like, again, you know, and I don't want anybody to misconstrue what I'm saying. I just feel like it just shows the progress that's been made, because there were 27 names at a certain point, right? Now it's 150 quality listens out here. You know what I mean? And the tier just continues to get more and more impressive. It's a glorious time. It's a renaissance time right now. And to go back to what you said, Rob, shout out motherfucking V-Don, because if y'all ain't heard that V-Don and that SD Knack right now, oh my God.
Oh wow.
They just put out a joint last week. Yeah. Oh my God, it's crazy. I think V-Don is another one of those dudes that he deserves. Like, again, like y'all have been out here putting in the work, really trying to put out quality product, and it don't stop, man. He been fucking with Willie the Kid forever, you know. Like, he's one of the dudes that I think brought a lot of attention back to Willie, where people were like, oh shit, Willie the Kid came back with a vendetta, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
I gotta make a move though.
Dose Marks or
you gotta bounce. You gotta bounce.
Dose Marks, yeah.
Let Rob finish.
No, I was just saying that Blue Note album. Marks fire, man.
Right, definitely, man.
Crazy.
True indeed. Rem, you gotta bounce out.
Yeah, I gotta make a move real quick.
Hey, yo, boom. You got a video releasing. It's already out right now because this is Tuesday. This is
12 o'clock.
It's Tuesday.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's
we
Tuesday.
In the future, man. We in the future. Yeah, it's Tuesday right now.
Yeah, because it drops on a Tuesday, so the video's out. Kane, Phoebe, and Rem. The video should be out.
Right. Yeah. The video is gonna be out. Yep. And the announcement of the
by Finn.
The announcement of the album. The announcement of the album's gonna be out too.
True indeed.
So I'm gonna say that.
That's dope.
Yeah. That's me and Finn dropping the album called Mind State.
Mind State, huh?
I fucks with it, yo. But everybody look out for that. Thank you for co-hosting on the joint, son.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? No doubt. Salute to y'all, man. Once again, man, you know, I'll come through anytime. Rob, nice meeting you, bro.
You too, bro. I'm gonna throw you an alley-oop with some horns on it.
Horns?
Bro.
Yeah. Throw me some horns, my boy.
Hey, yo, dude, send us some cowbell too. I'm joking.
Y'all hold it down.
All right, hold down. Peace.
Yeah, all right.
Definitely. But Rob, let's go back a little bit, man. Tell us about the Black Ham Music Group, man. Tell us more about that.
When I first started and got it onto the scene, I just wanted to create an imprint where I can bring in my friends, my brother Bishop,
Bishop, yeah.
My homeboy Adrian, A1, my little brother King, and just create something where they can start becoming a part of this lane too. So I created Black Ham Music Group. brought them in and started trying to figure out a way I could put together some distribution. So
that's what's up. Or distribution as far as physicals or just streaming or?
Yeah, as far as physicals, streaming, all that. So
indeed. So you try to tap into this vinyl market as well, huh?
Yeah,
early.
Exactly. Vinyl, CDs, tapes. We were in the beginning. We were trying to do all that. Up until maybe like last year, we were going pretty strong, but I don't have a lot of time for it now. It's a lot, when you're shipping all your own physicals and doing all that. And so, it was fun while it lasted, but it just don't have that type of time anymore.
True indeed. It might come back around soon or later. Yeah. Always put soon, then I ... You know what I'm saying? Yeah. True indeed. I know that shit is tough, tracking numbers and people get mad at you and sending emails and cussing you out, then being like, hey, thank you, man. I'm your biggest fan. You just cussed me out 2 days ago. That type of shit, man.
You gotta love it. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta really like what you're doing and really want to take the time to do it. And it was fun. Like I said, it was good. But I'm just not at that place right now where I can undertake that type of stuff now.
True indeed. Yeah, we'll come back around. Yeah, but stay tuned, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because, definitely. It's a task, brother. You know what I'm saying? People think that this shit just comes out of our ass, pause, motherfucking just goes out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially being independent or, if you're not, like, even these vinyl labels, some of these people are one-man shows.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah, Copenhagen, right?
Yeah.
Copenhagen.
That's just one dude.
Yeah, Martin. Good guy. Shout out to Martin, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Big up to Martin, yo. Boom, boom, boom. Shit, but that's...
Shout out motherfucking Bars Over BS, our brother Ty, obviously.
Ty Ferris, yeah.
They said, he got a lot of boxes up in the crib, yo. Yeah, well, oh, good job, Karl. Karl caught that cough quick and muted the shit like that. Yeah,
I've been doing it the whole time. You guys have no idea how much Rim helped me out there.
Word. Big up to Rim for coming through again. You know what I'm saying? Boom.
Definitely.
Shipping and stuff. So what is your greatest concern about this freaking era that we have right now? You know what I'm saying? I never asked nobody this question. We're doing good. The sound has came back. The MCs are here.
Yeah.
Merch is selling.
Yeah.
What is your greatest? Because I was doing. Oh my God. Yeah. What is your greatest concern about this era right now? Or is just everything just peaches and cream? Know what I mean?
I think for me, the greatest concern is overlap. You have just people that they're using the same samples, song. This guy might have a song that sounds exactly like this guy's shit over here, and nobody's checking to make sure that, for me, I don't want to use nothing that anybody else has used. And that's just how I am. So that's why I try to listen to what's out there. So when I run into a sample, so-and-so used that. So-and-so, and it's like now guys just don't care. They're just like, fuck it, and I think that's the biggest thing that can hurt us is just the lack of you can saturate to a point where creativity starts to die a little bit. And so I think that's the biggest concern is just everybody remaining creative and trying to stay original, especially with sample-based music, because there's only so many dope-ass fucking samples you can use, if you really, obviously, if you keep digging and digging and digging and digging, you're going to find something that nobody else has used. But it's you really have to be serious about your craft. I think it goes back to what you were saying earlier about anybody having the ability to jump in, right? Not everybody's vetting what they're doing.
Yes.
They're just, I'll leave it at that,
That's a good point.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
I think they're doing it on purpose, though.
I don't know if it's on purpose, man. I think sometimes it's organic.
No, it's just laziness.
It just kind of happens. Yeah, exactly.
They're just doing stuff and doing it, but not really paying attention to whether it's been done, whether it's been used. I think, you'll find with some producers, they'll find a sample and what they do with the sample, whether it's slow it down, whether it's stretch it out, how they cut it, can make a huge difference.
Absolutely.
People that really don't have the experience or the talent will just cut something. And that's what they use. Well, and that's fine. You're more of a rapper than a producer. I know you do produce tracks, but you're kind of a different beast, Lukey.
I don't produce. What Rob DeNiro does and what you do, I don't know how to fucking do that shit. I just loop that shit up and get some drums off YouTube. How many BPMs is the sample I took? 87 BPMs. Oh, I'm gonna type in here. 87 BPM drums. Line that shit up. Loop it. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Produced by Lukey Cage. Because all I do is loop. And I admit, and the only reason why here's why I did that. Because I was ashamed to do it until I heard Rock Marciano's Rick Martel. And I found a sample by the Feminiques, and I realized he didn't do nothing to it.
There's no right or wrong, though. It's whether it comes out quality or not. If it's a good song, it's a good song. Louie is one of the most simple fucking songs in history, and people love it because it's catchy. It's simple, but it's catchy. I don't think there's a right or wrong. However you cut it, however you put it together, Doom is taking straight shit and put fucking fire over it.
Yeah, definitely. Now let me ask Rob this. Rob, have you heard "Holla" by Ghostface?
Which one?
Holla, la, la, la. That's all.
Holla by Ghostface is on Pretty Tony. He raps over the Delaphonics. La, 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 la. Yeah.
I'll shoot you.
Yeah. Hey, yo. But here's the deal. He just raps over the whole entire song. He doesn't do anything to it. He just raps over.
That's crazy.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm a fan of like old school music, so I actually listen to old school music more than I listen to hip hop, to be honest.
Yeah, true indeed.
So it has to be the right person. I think Ghostface is that type of dude who he can rap over shit like that. I think Raekwon actually has one like that too, where he's rapping over
the whole song.
Wishing on a Star or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. I love that joint. Yep, absolutely.
Fire. So I mean, I think as long as you got respect for the music, I think it's okay.
But what if I put my name? What if they rapped on that and I put my name, produced by Lukey Cage, on that song by the Delaphonics? I ain't do shit to it. I say, poo. How do you feel about that?
I mean,
I just EQ'd it. I EQ'd it.
I mean,
okay, so I'm going to give you an example.
That's called plagiarism, sir.
I decide to make foie gras for dinner. You decide to make mac and cheese. Now, did you produce your dinner? I produced my dinner. You produced yours. It doesn't mean that you didn't produce it. Yeah, it came out of a box and it was pretty much there, but you still put it on the table. You produced it.
Facts.
So, if you had taken the Delphis and just put their song out and said produced by Lukey, no, fuck you. You didn't do shit to that.
Karl said you gotta, stuff that fucking goose until its liver bursts, and then you cultivate it and do all the hard work. That's a real hard-earned meal right there. It's not something oodles and noodles out the box.
But it doesn't mean that the oodles and noodles out the box isn't producing dinner. You're still getting to eat something.
You're still eating. It's still sustenance, I guess.
True. Yeah, I mean, if you're making it hip hop, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, it's not something that I would do personally. I wouldn't do that. But I'm not the supreme judge or anything like that.
True indeed. Yeah, so. But I just like to let everybody know, if you hear a beat by me, it's definitely just loops and fake drums, and that's what I created Lukey Cage for. Y'all niggas know I'm doing the Rock Marciano every time, man. That shit ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Word. Boom. It's the fake shit. It's what's fake? It's margarine. It ain't butter.
I got all the real drums you'll ever need, dude.
Yeah, Karl got real drums. Your Karl can play the real drums. Me, nah, son, fuck that. It's too hard, man.
I think it goes back to again, it's really just how you freak it though. So even if it is just a loop, I feel like there's a lot of just loops that people have freaked, whether it was the MC spitting on it or whether it was the way that the producer put the drum or cut it at the certain point and freaked it that it took something that, it took something that was kind of basic, but it turned it into something that was super dope. Like, for example, The Realist.
There you go. The Realist Alchemist. Just a straight.
I think we always talk about that. Yeah. Alchemist is great for that. And also something else that we were talking about. I feel like as long as people want to continue to search for something that's going to make their sound unique, then it's gonna stay dope. Like, special shout out Tone Beats, for example, because he's somebody that digs in his own specific little graveyard, right, to find samples that he can manipulate and nobody else is really gonna rock with, or nobody else is not rock with, but nobody else is really gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm sampling from that same exact song. Because no, he found his own little honey hole.
Definitely digs. Yep.
You know what I mean? So I think that's the thing that a lot of producers need to do more, is kind of just secure their own little vault of sounds. That's, again, back to Rock Marcy. Rock Marcy said that he has a record store that he goes to. I think he said he did this for Mount Marcy. He went to this record store up in Portland, and he just spent like 3 days up there, going back every day, digging, just finding joints. And that's how he put together all of Mount Marcy. It's about just finding things that, people might have heard the piece of it before. They might have heard a song from here, but they ain't heard how I'm gonna flip it.
Right.
Or,
Element
you might have
too,
heard
I think
this
you
song.
could put into that.
Oh, yes.
You could definitely put Element
Shout
in
out
that
Element,
category.
shout out Knowledge, shout out that 5 Pounds of Pressure, man. That's out right now. Killing. That's, thank you. Yeah, Element, again, he kind of made me super into Rock Marcy. Another reason, when I talk about one of those lone joints that respected, oh my God. That's a dope ass. That's a loop. Almost. I mean, well, maybe it's not. I don't know. We'd have to ask him, but I feel like it's just a loop, and then he throws in like one off piece. I don't know. I'm not a producer. I don't know how the science goes, but I feel like it's a loop at a certain point, and then he just throws in a random piece or something. Yeah. I don't know, but it's it's just how you rock it.
And looping isn't easy. I mean, sometimes it's a train wreck too. So it doesn't always come out dope. So you got to give. I mean, I'm okay with it as long as it's dope. That's all I can really say, because it's not always dope. Sometimes you hear guys who loop and it's like, why did you loop that? That's horrible. So, if you're making dope, I don't discriminate, to be honest.
All right. Well, here comes that's Microsoft Word. Here's a hot take time. What's a song that you can't stand, that you feel like gets too much praise out here?
The cowbell.
Like in the abyss, or just
just in general, because I know you already said Kanye is somebody that made some music and kind of got some passes. So let's just say in general, give me your top 5 songs that you're like, I don't know why people like this. I could have done this way better. Hot seat.
I'll give you one good one.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
I'll give you Otis. I didn't like the way you did that sample. I really did.
Yes. Okay.
That's the best example I can think of a loop where I just didn't think he did it right.
A lot of wasted space. A lot of wasted space, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah. I like that song though.
I think you're absolutely right. That's a great one. I think that Watch the Throne got the accolades that it got just because it was Jay-Z and Kanye together, both at the kind of a zenith of where they were at that point.
Right.
It definitely, but Otis, You're absolutely right. I have to agree with that. I co-sign that. Otis is not a banger like that, but people seem to love it, and I'm baffled by it. I don't understand why. There's a lot of, if I think about it, there's a couple of songs I'm going to have to start digging. I think we got to go back to Most Okayest again.
So Negroes in Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I didn't really like that song either.
I like it.
You're right. It was okay.
It's still simple.
But it's, wow, damn. Is Watch the Throne a mid-album?
I'm going to go the opposite way and be positive and pick two of my favorite songs. One of them, the sample was just straight cut, and that would be Cream.
Mm-hmm. Oh, of course. Yeah.
So just that one fucking sample looped, and they didn't do anything to it. It's exactly like it was in the regular record.
It is.
But then I'll go to Pete Rock and See How Smooth and
Straighten It Out. Oh, David Reminisce. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Karl, where you come in with the positivity?
Creativity in a sample, in the way that he used that sample, because he did
Shout out Pete Rock and the RZA.
Yeah.
I got one for y'all. Wild Out by the Lox. With all
Isn't
the
that Swizz Beatz?
Swizz Beatz, yeah.
See, that's sounds and noises, though. That's sounds and noises. That's not necessarily a beat.
It is, though, when you put it together.
It's a beat made from sounds and noises.
Yeah, but that's all beats are.
It's
I guess technically, but you know what I mean.
Because of the rappers on there. It's also you have what's the Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Rockefeller Records, because we get down, baby.
Oh man, we in the thick of the jiggy era there.
I love that song for the simple fact of the I wish I could do that. I wish I could have that. Yeah, what the fuck is that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Sounds and noises, man. Bleep blops.
The Neptunes, the Whisper song. Not the Neptunes. The Neptunes, the
Yin Yang Twins.
No, okay, the Clips, grinding. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it works out.
Mm.
Yeah, it works out. Lunch tables going crazy every day. Lunch tables. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And in Georgia Perimeter, and on campus was going crazy about that shit. But it's nothing. The Snoop Dogg song, Snoop.
Oh, Drop It Like It's Hot.
Drop It Like Hot. That is nothing.
That's the Neptunes.
Absolutely
for real.
Nothing. But sometimes less is more. That's what I'm kind of find out. But then I know why I like this stuff, because I'm a fan of the Fat Boys, and Stickum was hardly nothing.
Nope. That was a different era, though.
But I can't do it. Yeah, that's Fat Boy. So boy, yeah.
No, I don't have the chest to start coughing.
Oh my God,
the Fat Boys. Hey, the Fat Boys are legends, bro. Man, hey, major love and shout out to the Fat Boys. Disorderlies is one of my all-time favorite movies, man. Shout out to Fat Boys.
And ass on that movie.
The 80s, man. God bless the 80s, man. The 80s showed us young youth a lot of great moments of tits and ass. So salute to the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
True indeed. Shout out to all the cowbells out there too, yo. All the cowbells.
Cowbells.
Yeah.
You are on this cowbell kick.
Yeah, man. Why you want cowbells back? Please, Lukey, let the cowbells die.
I don't know, man. Maybe there's gonna be a dope cowbell beat out there one day.
All right, maybe there will be, Lukey.
I'm gonna
Prove
make you
me wrong.
one. I have cowbells here. I'm gonna make you one.
Just EQ, not EQ. And when you do it, pitch shift them shits so they don't sound whack.
Interesting. All right,
you can do that. That's what I mean. Boom, catch you right there. Well, you pitch shift the cowbell. Maybe throw like some motherfucking I don't know how y'all motherfuckers do that shit. You and Karl, yeah, what? I don't know.
That's above my talents, man. I don't know.
You know.
I mean, I can pitch shift it. I could put a little phase on it.
Yeah, then you might. That's not even a cowbell. Yeah, it is. Word. Yeah, y'all can do a lot of weird. Man. What you guys do making beats? Like I went back to the Sunny album, the Untitled track, and the drums are just like, I don't know. I like a lot of different genres of music.
Yeah.
Do you have any particular music that would you sample, like different types of like other than like soul, like would you go to like, you just go to anything that you find that sounds good, or is it you like a certain genre of music that you sample that you go to quick, or you just look at the record covers and be like, oh, this shit, I'm gonna take these drums, or like, well, yeah, like,
yeah,
how you go about that?
I don't really have any particular genre. You know, I like all like you. I like all different. I like a lot of different types, not all, but different types of music. So I might one day I might be on a jazz kick, sample a lot of Coltrane or Miles Davis or somebody like that. Other days I might want to sample nothing but soul. I might be on that type of kick, and I might pull up some LTD or something like that. So I mean, it just depends on, really, it's a feeling. It's really how I'm feeling. What I sample is how I'm feeling. So it just depends on what I'm listening to, really. And like I said, I like to listen to old school music, and so a lot of what I make is completely driven by what I listen to.
True indeed.
Do you do a lot of riding around down there in Phoenix? Do you know, hang out, take trips to the desert, all that? Like, what's the scenery like out there? Do you like vet your beats? Is it a big expressway city? You know what I mean? Like, what's the life like out there? Is it hot all the time? I mean, what's
no, it's not hot all the time. I mean, right now we're it's probably 60, 70 degrees out.
Oh, okay.
So it's a good time of year from like, let's say like November to March. Once it hits April, it starts heating up. Like, it starts getting hot fast. And
here it comes, Paul.
I don't come out the house in the summer. Like, I'm inside all fucking day, and I work from home. So during the summer months, I'm inside, you know. But during these type of months, yeah, you can ride around, you can, you know, go to the park, whatever you want to do. I mean, the weather's great, you know. That's why a lot of people come here.
Yeah, I asked that just because of the vibes of a lot of the music that you make. It definitely is. I call it outside music, man. It definitely is for people who are riding in a car. Just how you were just talking about, whether you listening to old school, some soul, you know, just something that you want to zone to. That's kind of the mind state it puts you in. I wouldn't think that, you know, you're making it sitting in the house under that oppressive 103 degree heat. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like you riding around in like a nice, you know, little 78 degrees, you know, top down in some sort of old school something, you know, leaning out the window, maybe a cool hanging out the side of your mouth or something. Like, you know. Yeah,
so, it's true. I mean, you know, vibes, that's what you want to create with your music. So make people feel like they're going somewhere else, you know, even if you might have sat here right in this desk and did it, but you know, it's gonna make you feel like you're somewhere else.
True indeed. Have you ever thought about like sampling like 70s techno or some shit like that? Like, is that techno that like,
you know, like, with a lot of 70s shit, techno and disco and shit, it can be dope if you slow it down double time.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Because those type of productions, they're really busy. And so it doesn't sound good to sample it at regular time, but when you slow that down and stretch it, then a lot of those sounds become, I guess, more emphasized, and some of it can be dope, especially the bass lines, like those like Parliament and shit like that. The bass line they add
definitely
can be fire. You know, I've seen a couple of people. I've seen my brother actually sample that era, and it came out pretty dope. So
that's a lot more funk driven in the Parliament. You know, the problem I have with techno and disco was it's a lot more heavy 4/4 driven kick. So that kick is just, you know, that doom doom. You know, and so it kind of really limits, you know, what you can kind of do with it, even slow down. But the soundscapes in a lot of that music can be really, really cool to sample for sure.
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with sampling on records and taking this stuff from that stuff to that stuff. But yeah, there's bits and pieces you could steal off a lot of these records and put them together with something else. Like will.i.am was on here and he said, he'll hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying?
He'll hip hop everything.
From that to this to that, and boom, all of a sudden you have a great beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or I don't have no time for that shit though. I'll leave that up to y'all motherfuckers, man. Fuck that shit. It'll drive me crazy, man. Like, I don't know. It's a puzzle. I don't think I ever completed a puzzle.
No, I like the experiment. I mean, I like to take a lot of different shit and just see what comes of it. So I'm not opposed to sampling any type of music except probably country. I probably wouldn't fuck with that.
They got MAGA rap. I hit my dude at work. He
MAGA rap.
Yeah, man, they was rapping hard about Trump on the. Yeah, my dude got the forklift. He playing that. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you listening to, Malcolm? And he said, I don't know. I'm like,
he knew.
Yeah,
he knew. Yo,
he just put it on like some weird shit. Like he usually what's that guy? The guy that Chuck Berry radio. Then they'll put on something else. They'll type something else in country rap because he's country, and that's what comes up. Yeah.
So, I'm not a fan of country rap. I'm not a fan of hip hop. The whole concept to me is blasphemous, and I feel like it's a parody against dope hip hop music. Although I understand there's some of it that I get it. I understand that that's their aesthetic. That's where they came from. But I feel like, why are y'all trying to rap? Like it just really irks me, man.
Hey, yo,
it gets under my skin, man. Like I don't get it, man. I don't feel like just rapping is just a medium to just attempt. You know what I mean? I feel like it's an expression of hip hop music. And if you're just somebody who raps, for example, like people who joke around and try to do all that jokey joke parody rap type stuff, like I feel like insulted by it. It really gets under my skin and it irks me, man. And that's kind of what I feel like about hip hop. I feel like it's just a bunch of people that are kind of making fun of it or saying, oh, well, I can do it too. Look, yeah, I can do it. I can do it just like that. It's not, no, you can't do it like that. Parrots can talk too, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? What parents are saying, you know what I mean? But I digress. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is Bubba's moment. I put my mother on it. I say my mother, it seems that I love her, don't it?
I'm not gonna put Bubba Sparks in that same thing. I'm not. That's why I was hesitant to say it, like, because there's certain people, like, you know, for example, and you know, because I'm a student of this hip hop thing. Bubba Sparks, I'll give him a pass. And I don't even want to say give him a pass because I feel like he paid his dues. But also, side note, full circle, he might be one of those people that got a pass early on, you know, just because he had the plug to get out, and just because they were like, oh, this could be a cool little gimmick. But no,
that's what happened.
He has a passion for it, so I'll let him ride. As much as I hate to say it, I'll let Yellow Wolf ride. As you know, there's certain people that are authentically fans of the culture that are just doing it from their perspective, and I'll let that ride. But then there's certain people like Colt Cash or Colt Ford, for example. I'm not going to let Colt Ford ride at all.
I know Colt Ford. Okay,
I know Colt Ford too.
Yeah,
and I ain't letting him ride.
Life. Yeah, okay, check it out.
I know him in real life.
You know,
and I'm still saying that, Colt.
Okay. Before we move on, you know what I'm saying, boom. You meet this girl and you love her, and she seems to love you back, and you do everything for her. You know what I'm saying, like, boom, you do everything with her, everything. You just love her so much. You want the world to know how much you love her. You want to just love her. You know what I'm saying? You want, yeah. Then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, one day she comes over, you like, where you been? She looks at you and said, yo, nigga, you ain't the only one that can run the Pro Tools. That's what hip hop is. Hip hop is an unattainable woman who a lot of people are doing it. You know what I'm saying? Word.
I was wondering where that analogy was going.
Yeah. Hey, that was a great one, Lukey. That was a good one.
I'm gonna send that to Big Ghost. Hey,
that's that Mike's Hard Lemonade kicking in, man. It's activating those neurons and getting him over there sparking poetically.
Some skit god shit going on.
But just because you love her, okay, you could have a girl. One of my exes, I loved her like a motherfucker. The same woman, the ex before her treated her like shit, ruined her credit. Me, I want to help her. You know what I'm saying? Just because we love her a certain way doesn't mean someone else is going to love her the same way. Just how I put in work for my beats is never going to be how the way ROB DENIRO does that shit. Because I don't love the process like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Yeah.
No, that's fair.
So it's like, yeah, true indeed.
That's real.
So we cannot be totally mad at these motherfuckers for doing this shit because they like doing it too. They might just not love it or understand her the way we do because they haven't been around that long. You know what I'm saying? They probably wasn't even listening to rap music. What did De La Soul say on the Stakes Are Highs? I don't like hip hop. It's just a bunch of niggas talking. So when they see a whole bunch of white guys doing it, oh, are they rapping? Oh, this is marketable or this is easy or anybody can get this laptop and you do it. I'm saying just like beats. I would never. I told myself I was never gonna make no beats because I might stop rapping. Then all of a sudden, what am I doing? Making some beats. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy. You know what I'm saying? You see all these bad rappers rapping. You know what I'm saying? You know why? It's easy. We let motherfuckers get away with bad rapping. You know what I'm saying? But there's been a lot of, come on, man. Run DMC even had some bad raps. M are the rhymes. M are for the rhymes that are mine. How is M for the rhymes?
M is M. It don't start with R, right?
No, it's for minds.
M for the rhymes that are
minds.
That don't make no sense. It should be R for the rhymes, right?
R for the rhymes that are ours.
Something like that.
That would have been doper.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I am not gonna say Run DMC had
that was whack,
anything whack. Nah, man, I'm not gonna diss Run DMC. They changed the world with their raps.
Go ahead, real quick. Also, Crackhead rap has been around for a while, yo. What is it? I want to rock right now. I rob bass and I came to get down.
Crackhead. We are not gonna disrespect Rob Bass, man.
Come on.
We are not gonna disrespect Audio 2.
Smoking crack. You think so?
All right. Come on, Karl. Please save us, please.
Right.
So
whatever.
I will say that there are a lot of different genres of hip hop that I'm not into. That just happens to be and classifying country rap as hip hop is kind of blasphemy in a sense. But I look at it the same way as I do trap. I just don't fuck with it.
There you go.
So I'm not going to hate anybody for doing it. There are going to be legitimate people that do it because that's what they grew up with. And we're in an era where hip hop is 50 years old. You know, we've all come up with this as an influence in our lives, whether it's the fashion, whether it's the music, whether it's the dance, whatever. And you're going to find that kind of integration, but it's just not a style I could give two shits about. So I just don't pay it any attention.
And I'm about to get canceled saying this right now. ROB DENIRO, PrimoJAB, and Karl. I'm finna get canceled right now. Hip hop, if you're rapping over the beat, you're doing a form of hip hop. Just like there's two genders and everything else just trickles down, yo. Yeah.
He said two genders.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break that up and say, by the way, just real quick, Ninth Wonder is live on IG right now, cutting beats.
Oh yeah. He looked at the camera like, yeah, what's happening?
I just noticed it.
Yeah. Last thing I'm gonna say right there, you go to Walmart, you go to TJ Maxx, you go to Macy's, you go to Saks Fifth or whatever, you go to all the places. There's 4 sections: men's, women's, boys, girls. All the genders can go in there and find what the fuck they need. Hip hop, rap, everything else falls underneath them shits right there. Yeah, no. No. Okay. I just got canceled myself.
Don't think. No, you ain't canceled, bro. You straight.
That's what's up. I'm still on the podcast. That's what's up.
Yeah, you're good.
You can express yourself freely, just like they can express themselves freely, and it doesn't matter to me one way or the other.
Doesn't matter to me one way or the other. Let them.
If Walmart wants to have 17 or 200 other sections for other type, I don't give a shit. They can do that too.
It's gonna be too much money. Word. Well, is there any other genre of music that you would like to go into? I know you have keyboards and other stuff like that in there. You got like a weaponry in there. Is there any other thing? Would you like, I know you make your instrumental albums. Would it be anything like, would you like do some hardcore or like, would you like do some electronic type music just for the fuck of it? or it's just
I just like to play music. So aside from making beats, I can get in front of a piano and just play, read music, all that.
Oh, you can read music?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's tough, bro.
So, before any of this, I was a musician, and so I just love it. I just love it.
That'd be a dope to get like a piano based album, yo. That's something that's overlooked a lot. Piano is always still gonna be the backbone to me of almost all
music.
Black music.
Yeah.
To me, black music, because the church, the organ, the piano, that is where a lot of music resonates or came from, right? Karl, go ahead, Karl.
I will tell you, as a musician, the piano is the bridge to all instruments.
Yeah,
because a piano is bass and rhythm. It's tonally, but it's also percussive. It has, and when I say percussive, literally, it's hammers on strings. I mean, it's a string instrument as well as, so it really bridges every instrument. And yeah, I mean, it goes with everything. I'm in my studio right now, Rob. I got keyboards and guitars on the wall, and I got my drums sitting right over here. I'm gonna have to send you some live drums. You can put some keys on for me.
Okay, no doubt. Yeah,
that's what's up, man. That'd be a dope combination right there, yo. That'd be ill, yo. What I gotta say? So, boom. How long you been? So you as a youth, you was like reading music, or you had piano lessons and stuff, or you taught yourself, or?
So music is in my family. So I have so many people in my family that play piano, play guitars, all that shit. So it was just always there since as far back as I can remember. But once I got into school, I wanted to take some formal stuff. So I started taking classes, couple piano classes. I've had some lessons. But the reading is easy for the most part. I mean, once you learn the basics of reading, it's just building on the complexities. I mean, he's a musician, so he knows. I mean, once you know the basics of reading music, it's just building on top of that.
And practice.
Practice.
Just practice playing while you're watching it.
Exactly. So,
yo, hey Rob. You saying all that, man. I'm gonna say something, man. I'm not trying to roast you or nothing, man. But you remind me of Curtis Mayfield, man.
Really?
Straight up. Have you ever heard that? Like just kind of the way you're talking right now, but then the fact that your demeanor and everything, but the fact that you said that you're so talented with pianos and just music or whatever in general, like you a Curtis Mayfield-esque dude as far as talent wise. I see that, man. Yeah,
so that's a high honor. I mean, that's one of my favorite artists, Curtis Mayfield, man.
So I got to ask real quick, being somebody that comes from a family of music, and studying, but then deciding to go into beat making, was your family real supportive of that? Were they cool with it, or did you get any pushback? Like, well, you're leaving all this talent.
My family is a church family, and so when I was growing up, my dad always tried to push. I started off playing instruments in the church, actually. So guitar in the church and piano and stuff. And so I always wanted to be a DJ. And the funny thing is every Christmas I would ask my dad for turntables. He would buy me another guitar to play in church. And so they always wanted to push me that way. But I do have an uncle, my Uncle Tracy, and he's more on the hip hop side, and he really supports what I do and what Bishop does. And so it just depends on which part of the family we're talking to, Some of them are more of the Bible thumping type people who don't believe in hip hop. Others are more along the lines of what I do now. So a little bit of everything.
That's dope.
It's a big musical family, so you got a little bit of everything in that.
As long as you've got some of them supporting you, you're all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Dope.
Exactly.
And the ones that push back just push you to work harder.
Yeah.
My dad is a pastor. My first rap name was Israel. That's why I put "is" at the end of my phrases. And my dad still thinks that I'm a gospel rapper named Israel, not Lukey Cage. Yeah, he still thinks
Stripperella.
Yeah, I'm so glad he don't know that shit, yo. Well, I got him blocked on Facebook. Yeah, so I didn't know he was on Facebook. Then I was like, yo, oh man, yeah. So yeah, my dad's a pastor. So yeah, I understand that whole guitar shit. Yeah, like yeah. Word. Yeah. They want you to, but yeah, man. I'm pretty sure. So you were playing in church. You had to go to revival, all that stuff, play the guitar. And all of a sudden you hear Rough Riders anthem. You're like, I wish I could do this instead of
nobody heard Rough Riders anthem and said they wish they could do that. I digress. I'm sorry. Let me get off Swizz next.
I'm talking about church because we around the same age. So like, boom, we at church. We come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord. Then you go to the crib and you hear like resurrection or some shit, or like you be like, yo, this is a lot better than we come this far by faith.
And real quick, shout out to church drummers, some of the best fucking drummers on the planet. Church drummers go hard. They are fucking insanely talented.
Absolutely.
I love church drummers. I got a good friend, TJ Central here in Atlanta is a church drummer, and I don't know that I would ever be able to match chops with that dude. That dude is insane.
Absolutely. Yeah, no,
I'm covering my ears.
I mean, for me, I was always into hip hop, but at the same time, I'm wanting to be around great musicians, and so to do that, I mean, there were some great musicians in the church, and so that's initially why I wanted. When I initially started, I wanted to do it. By the end of it, I was being forced to do it. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
You know, I just wanted to be around people that knew music and that could give me something. And so that's how I got started into that part of it. But by the end, I didn't want to do it anymore. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, you know.
So indeed. By the way, church drums at little churches that fit like 150, 200 people in there, they never have the soundproofing. And I was covering my ears so much at those churches because I'd be in the front row. And if I start falling asleep, my dad would make me stand up with my hand over my hand and my like this. Oh shit! I have to have my hands over my head like this while I fall asleep. And the drums would be so loud, I'd be like this, like, oh my god, it's just so. I'm in the front row. Yeah, but they be doing their thing. The whole church, period. A lot of talented musicians who are actually what? Self-taught.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's amazing what they was doing. Karl, you okay? What? Cough along? PrimoJAB. Karl,
try not to be gross on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shit. Before we get out of here, man. Again, I just want to salute you for the work that you put in in the infancy of this thing, really coming back to life. You definitely got certified classics underneath your belt. And that has to feel good because now look how far it's come. It's definitely something where there are people that consider your work to be some of the grails of this thing. And that has to mean a lot, especially coming from Phoenix, making an impact on the world. That has to feel good. Like what would you like to share as far as what you got coming next or what you're trying to do? What type of goals you got going forward? Who you might want to work with? Like what's the next level for ROB DENIR0? What's the next level for Black Hand Music Group? What's the next level for the umbrella? I mean, I'm sure we're gonna hear more because y'all been taking over. But what's next?
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with the umbrella. I don't want to give away too much, but something big is coming soon from the umbrella.
The umbrella album, finally. I've been asking for it. I can't wait.
I won't confirm or deny that, but some big is coming from the umbrella soon. It's fire. So that's the first thing. For me personally, I mean, you know, I think I've gotten to a point where I've done so much music, you know, I don't know how much more I'm going to do as far as like fully produce albums and things like that. I don't want to be like Master P with 15, 20, 30 albums out there. It's just a lot, you know. I put a lot out there and there's a lot for people to digest. I mean, the fact that I'm talking to you guys right now and I haven't put out an album in 2 years.
Bloody as the Crown is dope.
Right. It's, I mean, that tells you, you know, how much stuff I put out there that people are still digesting it.
Yeah.
I haven't put out anything in a couple of years. So I think I have enough out there. I'll probably do a couple of things with Josiah coming up.
Yep.
Because that's just Josiah the Gift.
Was dope.
That's just somebody who I've always had chemistry with. I've been on almost every one of his albums. He's been on almost every one of my albums. If I'm going to do anything more, it makes sense to do it with him. I may put out one more fully produced album. I'm thinking about it. So we'll see.
Okay.
And just don't make any definitive like I'm retiring, because you know, like I said in the beginning before we started, I'm a fan. As a musician, knowing that you're a musician makes so much sense to me.
Yeah.
In why I love the depth of what you do.
Appreciate it.
I think the pairing of Josiah and you is phenomenal. But just, you know, I'm really looking forward to everything that the Umbrella's got coming up. And like I said, I did talk to Pro and I've heard about a number of things that are going to basically shock the underground scene. So, you know, but I'm so happy that you got to come in. And again, I want to shout out to Rim real quick. You know, thank you. I'm not feeling great, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep my mouth shut because I've been looking forward to this interview for a while. So thank you again for coming.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
True indeed. And I appreciate you coming on here because there's not a lot of visuals of Rob De Niro out there. He's kind of like a mystery man. You know what I'm saying? I think the first picture I seen the dude is the other day. He was at the art show.
Yeah, that was the first picture I saw of him too. That's crazy you said that. Yeah, that Instagram post. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. That's what he looks like. I didn't know
that. You look like Rock Mark's cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Look like Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah, he looking fly. Like Rock. Like yeah.
Yeah, you know, you absolute facts, Lukey. You absolutely right.
No Rock be fly. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm a gear connoisseur. You know what I'm saying? Boom. But don't leave us, bro. If anything, make some soundscapes for us. You know what I'm saying? Make these albums, these instrumental albums you have with these dope concepts. You know what I'm saying? So we can just like, sometimes you want to chill out, clean the crib, you know what I'm saying? Drive for a while. I'm like, yeah. So I know you say you don't want to do the fully produced shit, be like Master P, but
do some loosies, man. Yeah, just do some loosies, man.
He definitely throwing rappers loosies. He definitely
shout out G4JAG. You definitely gave G4JAG that crazy beat. Absolutely.
Yeah, I got a couple of loosies out there too. I mean, I'm still doing that, you know, here and there. Just as far as like it takes a lot of energy to put fully produced albums when you're doing it all by yourself. You're getting it mixed, you're finding the rappers, you're chasing niggas down for verses, different shit. And it's like, wow, you know, before you look up, you've done this 10 times and you burnt the fuck out, you know? And so, you know, maybe I just need time, you know how it is. I mean,
not everybody's gonna ice lord you, son.
Yeah, that's real.
That's different right there. I didn't said a weekend.
Yeah, weekend. Yeah.
That's dope. That's crazy, man. That just makes that album even more classic.
He didn't tell us that on the interview.
Yeah, he didn't even say that. Shout out Ice Lord.
He knocked those out quick, like super quick, and it came together really, really fast. So shout out to Ice Lord, man. That's my man. I fucking love that dude too. So I'm glad to see what he's doing these days with Mussolini and them.
Yeah, it's
definitely.
Low key, in all actuality and factuality, that probably kind of fucked you up because you thinking these niggas are gonna be on point. And we messing with some of the I mean, rappers. We are some of the laziest, most unorganized motherfuckers.
Don't group everybody.
Hey, I said we.
I know what Lukey means. I know what Lukey means, though. Yeah, it's like it's a feeling thing, though. It's a feeling thing. I think, you know, sometimes, you know, the stars align and you get that pack, right? That just comes in and you just go crazy. Sometimes you get a pack that you have to revisit 3, 4, 5 times until it finally hits you. It just happens to be the right day and time, and you're like, oh, and then the lightning strikes and you just start writing, man. So
I can see
you
that.
know, it's I see what Lukey's saying.
You might
man,
like a beat, but not exactly know what you want to put on it yet.
Right. It
doesn't
really
happen stew
yet.
On it a bit. I can see that.
Yeah,
it's all about the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a rare thing. I mean, from all the rappers that I've worked with, it hardly ever works out like that, where you just send them a pack and then boom, they do it and that's it. Like it's usually you send them a pack. Oh, I like these 3, but I don't like these 4, and then you go back to the drawing board, and it's a lot of back and forth. So that one, stars aligned, and it was just perfect, you know. So
dope boy magic. True indeed. Well, Rob DeNiro, thank you for coming on the joint. You know what I'm saying? This is a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Yeah. And we glad that we got you on here. Rob DeNiro from the Bronx.
Hey, like I said,
Bronx, Arizona.
You're gonna see Rob DeNiro is the first of a few. We're gonna definitely be digging into this producer chamber coming up in the next couple of weeks. So, you know, it only felt right to have him get on here and kind of lead the way as far as spotlighting people who are the architects of this sound right now. So, you know, salute to you. Oh, and special shout out to your hat, man. That Cardinals hat is dope. You know, for those of y'all who can't see it, you know, he representing for AZ. I like it. You know, that shit's dope.
Appreciate it. Yep. Appreciate y'all. Thanks y'all for having me, man. I'm grateful. Thank you.
No doubt, yo. Episode 83 of the Abyss Podcast with Rob DeNiro. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Go out there, stream the music, go look for the vinyls and all that shit. And go listen to the New York Giants off the album. What album that is? That is 3 a.m. in Brooklyn.
3 a.m. in Brooklyn.
3 a.m. in Brooklyn. Rim's on that shit. Big shout out to Rim. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll see y'all next week. Blah.
Peace.
Peace.